I finished much of this book while teaching in Shanghai, China, the seaside gigantopolis of Southeast China. It is, depending on the year, one of the largest or the largest city in the world. From the desk where I wrote, I could see construction cranes and hear the hammering and pile driving from construction sites, forests of apartment towers in the near distance, and soaring skyscrapers, busily rewriting the rules for what a modern office building should look like. Shanghai has a big and growing stock exchange. The city has a subway system of staggering size and efficiency. It has shopping streets that would be the envy of most world capitals, broad boulevards, and horrendous traffic. When you use the word immigrant here, you would have to be referring, perhaps ironically, to the people who flood in from distant parts of China to work. Being one of those workers is a tough road to walk. The newcomer, lured by the promise of work and life in an exciting, dynamic city, is denied social benefits by various layers of government unless he or she holds a permit to reside there. Those permits are very hard to come by. That doesn't stop millions from going where they find opportunity in China. However, the central government fears what would happen if there was suddenly freedom of movement. Some cities would suddenly be swamped by ambitious hustlers. Some rural provinces would likely empty out. The millions who have flooded in from China's rural provinces account for all this megacity's population growth, as it has one of the lowest fertility rates of any city in the world. Unlike New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Johannesburg, London, Paris, Berlin, Singapore, Madrid, and Rome, Shanghai has not become a home to many foreigners, even during the years it was getting rich. An astonishing 98.2% of Shanghai's population is from China's predominant ethnic group, the Han. Despite its low number of childbirths and breakneck economic growth, China is not an immigrant magnet. I thought about that a lot as I wrote, and as I taught an international student body in New York University's audacious attempt to create a multicultural, multinational university in this amazing city, sticking with the project even in the midst of a global pandemic. The very existence of the school speaks to one idea about the future of humankind, while rising nationalism in China and around the world speaks loudly about a very different vision. In the largest country on earth, the word foreigner carries a nasty and suspicious connotation. When monkeypox rose as a potential infectious threat, Chinese health officials advised their vast public that one way to avoid getting the disease was to avoid touching foreigners. I joked with friends that the new directive might help me get a seat on the subway. As China has not laid out the welcome mat for foreigners, the hoops you have to leap through to work here are fearsome, countries around the world are now reckoning with the very idea of nationhood itself. What does it mean to be us? Is it strictly a geographical designation? A product of birthplace? Is it a feeling, or something more like a legal arrangement? When we draw lines around places and call them borders, would we also say everybody inside the line is us, and everybody on the other side, them? In recent years, gunmen have headed to shopping centers in El Paso, Texas, and Buffalo, New York, to shoot up stores where Black and Latino shoppers gather. Other gunmen headed to a synagogue in Pittsburgh and a black church in Charleston, enraged in various ways by the way they think America is changing. In 2017, a torchlit parade snaked through Thomas Jefferson's hometown of Charlottesville, Virginia, to rally around a statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee and chant, "You will not replace us."